Hey there. I want to teach you how to copy an angle over to a different vertex using only a compass, a straight edge, and a pencil. First thing, make sure that you have a pretty sharp point on your pencil, because if you make a really thick, wide line, it causes more room for error and less accurate results. So I have a 0.7, 0.5 is probably better, but nevertheless, a nice sharp pencil locked into my compass. Okay, you're going to start, this is a lock button on your compass. If you have my kind of compass, you want to push it up so that it opens and closes freely, lock it down in place. I'm going to start with my point of my compass right on the vertex of A. And if I put it right on the vertex of A, I'm going to do what they say they call swing and arc using my pencil. But if I look at my pencil right now, this is a pretty wide arc. I don't know that I need it to be that big. So I'm going to put it together just a little bit closer. And again, not too terribly close to the vertex, because that would become difficult also. Lock it in place. And when you swing your arc, you're expected to only hold on to the compass with one hand up here at the top, because some people have a tendency to hold on with two hands. Well, then you might accidentally pull it apart too wide or push it together. Whereas if you just hold on to the very top, you can put your point right on A and swing an arc that goes through both rays of the angle. One nice smooth arc. Don't move your compass. Keep it locked. Keep it exact same size. We need to copy it exactly. You're going to come over here, put your point right on B, and swing an arc about the same size. Doesn't have to be exactly the same length, but you definitely want to make sure it goes far enough that you're able to copy that ray on the other side. So as I look at that angle, I should be able to, if I eyeball it up, I should be able to make a ray about the same degrees as angle A. Now I'm going to unlock my compass and spread this out and measure it so that it goes from point right here to point right there. Your compass has to put a point on this arc, the pencil on this arc, and I know my hands are probably going to get in the way here. Let me lock it in place exactly where I want it. Get it very accurate so that there's no error. Lock it in place, and if I swing a little tiny arc here, I should be able to see. Oh, see, I have that too short, so I'm going to open it up a little bit. Lock it in place right there and swing it right through that mark, right where the arc crosses, the ray. So then I'm going to do the same thing over here, measuring from B, where I have the arc. I'm going to find where to put it through on B. And as you can see, I made my arc plenty big enough. So now that should measure the distance between the two sides of the ray. Now you're going to use your straight edge. No measuring. It doesn't matter if it's centimeters or inches. You're just making sure that it's straight. Putting your straight edge directly from vertex through arc and copying and making a new ray. And if you did it accurately, your two angles are exactly the same size. Now I'm going to do it again with this angle. It's definitely at a different rotation than this one is, which might make it a little bit more difficult for you as you see it, but you're still going to copy the exact same size angle. And if you remember, we'll start over again. You are going to swing an arc, and I'm going to show you on here. Definitely don't make an arc that's so big that it's way out here and way too big for your angle. Okay, we don't need an arc that goes way out there so that we have to swing this way out here. And also, I see too many students have the tendency to make a little teeny tiny arc right here, and they make it right down at the vertex. Again, they use two hands to hold on carefully. That's even difficult for me to swing that arc, and I've been doing this for 23 years. Okay, I can't even hardly get it to work when it's that close. So just pick a nice, comfortable distance. Put your point here. Lock your compass in place. Hold on with one hand and swing an arc. Nice smooth arc. I didn't move my compass. I'm still got it locked in place exactly the same. And I'm gonna put my point right at the end of this ray for B. Whoops, slippery. And I'm gonna swing it wide enough. I don't really know exactly how wide, but wide enough that I know I'm gonna hit it. Okay, if you remember what we did next, now we changed our compass to measure that distance from arc to arc. How far was it when I went from this point to that point? Get it in there, lock it in place so it doesn't move. Double check and see if it's the right size. If I swing that, oh, looks like I missed just a little. I'm gonna close it in just a bit, because even that little tiny mark, just a bit of a miss could cause a couple few degrees separation in your angles. So there's my mark here. Now I don't want to go the same direction here. I want to start with where I know on B. Switch my compass around, and then use my straight edge to go from B through the new point. And you can extend it as far as you need to. Okay, much easier to tell if they are congruent angles when you're looking at them side by side. But if I measured this one with a protractor, and I measured this one with a protractor, and looking at them, it looks like I copied the angle exactly as it should be. Same size, same vertex. All right, try to continue to do this until you don't need a video anymore. You've got more to practice, so keep practicing.